Well, if I'm making this video, then that means God is still in the blessing business. And since God is still in the blessing business, then that means that business has got to be good. My. Mm, mm, mm. This one today is about domestic violence, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very touchy subject. I know somebody they say that's domestic love. That would be Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie say call it domestic love. But we have a problem. And the problem is who really takes the blame of cheating if someone is killed? Throughout these many years that the Lord has blessed me to live, we have not always been the person that takes the high road. We hadn't been the person that always take the low road. But thankfully, throughout all of this, on any of my instances, nobody was had their life taken. And the selfishness throughout every person in the party is just outrageous of how selfish everybody is, including myself. But in situations of domestic love or in domestic violence, it's not always it don't always work out where nobody don't get killed. And does it really matter who is at fault if someone's life is taken? I'm just shooting some of these doggone questions out there for you. Because as much as you saying that the confusion of the situation that's really going on, is it worth it? I hate to say it, but you'll get down later on in the relationship or after one of those situations or something, you could just straight see that that person just not even worth your time. Because the crazy part is that's the person that in the beginning of the relationship, I don't know why, but I'm in relationships and people keep putting their hands on me. And then you stay in the relationship with that person. And then you figure out and you see why that the people before you put their hands on that person. And then the real part is when they sit there and try to bait you into the same situation for you to put your hands on them, but you don't. But then you find out who the real abuser and the one that putting their hands on them first. But that wasn't my first rodeo dealing with that though. So by the time debate come in now, the debate is the woman hitting you first. And then next thing you know, you have videos or something else where it catch her on camera. Oh, I hit me and I put my hands on him and this, that. But then it's the same person that called the police on you, but you're on social media saying that you hit me and you're saying that. But then you could open up a case or you could sit there and say, whoop de whoop de whoop. We just talking. We just having a conversation. We just having a conversation. How do we stop killings from happening? Can just tell the truth will help the situation. And that's facts. If you tell the truth of the situation, if the person who's in the middle of the two people fighting tell the truth, I guarantee you one of them people will sit there and make a decision and saying, I don't want to mess with this person. And it ain't even worth that. But you can't come on private property right by the highway and sit now on some other stuff and you sitting here tripping. You can't do that. That's private property. If your person is over there on private property in a house or something like that, that's straight murder. You go off in there. You go off in there and kill the person that your wife or your husband is with, and you trespassing on private property. I don't know. We just having a conversation. We just talking. Mm-hmm. But the person that you sitting here thinking it was worth and over, they still doing the same thing. The two people that was in the situation, one in prison, one dead, and the person that's in the middle that hadn't been telling the truth, that won't tell the truth, and they not gonna start telling the truth. One in prison, one dead, and the person that's in the middle, that's the confusion. They still doing the same thing with two different more people to get the same situation to happen. Because I'm not happy. You pick the strangest reasons or the strangest you pick the strangest reasons to do the most outlandish things, but then when karma come back, you don't want to pay the price. I deserve to be happy. How you deserve to be happy? You've been cheating on your husband since y'all was together. Huh. Let's run it. Let's talk about that. Well, y'all know which video this is, so we could talk more about it. I got plenty more on my card and I got plenty more to say about it. But if you don't say nothing, ain't nobody gonna know it's you. Oh, I'm in a very triggering me mood right now. Very triggering mood. But at the same time, amping up is not gonna do any good. But there are there's a way to pay for karma for for telling lies and living out lies. Sometimes your lies will make you have to pay, but then sometimes your lies will make other people pay. And that karma about the situation I'm talking about ain't over yet. So y'all come back now, you hear? Sorry, Nari.